If I had to pick one place to live for the rest of my life, I think I have just found it here in the heart of Runda. On the exterior, we have the most lush landscaping with beautiful statues all around. We have a filtration system, an automated gate. We have a backup generator, a gazebo with a barbecue area. We have an outdoor pool, a basketball area, a vast space for parking, plus an indoor garage. Another structure that is the guest wing that has 2 bedrooms all en suite. We have an outdoor kitchen, a gym, and there's a football pitch. Now let's get into the main structure. We have a massive 8-bedroom, 10-bathroom, 3 lounge with 1 spacious kitchen that includes a pantry and a dining area. All these beautiful features sit on a piece of land that's just above 1 acre. Now here comes the good news. One of our lucky viewers has the chance to actually own this property because it's on sale. This is the real estate part of Fine Urban Real Estate Construction and Interiors. So how much is this bad boy? 600 million Kenyan shillings. I want you guys to let me know after the tour, do you think it's worth it? Because I think it's a steal. Oh, welcome, come in, come in. Let us tour this gorgeous property that one of you could potentially buy and get to live here. I just want to start off by pointing out the driveway, but even here, it's where you're going to see some of the main features. So where I'm standing, you can see right behind this gate, we have the backup generator, and then we have this massive brown gate with gorgeous textures. If you watch Fine Urban, you know that this is something that makes me so happy to see implemented here. And then right behind this door, where we have the water filtration system. So you can see the beauty of the house really does start from here. This is a huge automated gate. And I have to tell you guys that this house is not old. It would need a little bit of love. And that's why we're like, for anyone who might buy this house from our audience, feel free to reach out to Fine Urban because we're the ones who will, be able to spruce up and bring your vision to life. So I am now walking on some cab roads. This would be the driveway. On either side, we have this lushness. Look at these bushes with so well trimmed, so well manicured. This is a property that has been taken care of. We have these high walls on the perimeter wall, and I can see some of the security features. So this is a very secure compound. We're continuing on with these beautiful cab rows. We have a parking area. You can see we have the car shade right over there. But actually, before this trip ends, I'm gonna find a basketball. I wanna see if I can really shoot hoops. This is such an ideal space to have a game of one-on-one basketball. It would be such family fun. You have the car shade there. I can see you can park 1, 2, 3, 4 cars comfortably. So as we continue on, you can see the vastness. If you're entertaining, if you're bringing your loved ones here, everyone is going to have more than enough room to park their cars. This property is gorgeous. I'm even lost on where to go from this moment. So much beauty to see, but we do love our green. So naturally, I'm going to be attracted to this section. Look at this water feature, guys. It is so wonderful. It truly does feel like I have found my dream home. I love this feature so much. I love how rustic it is. I love how the sounds of the flowing water is so serene, and then it is tucked in into these beautiful, tall flowers. It just feels like a little hidden paradise. Like that's how it feels to me. And then you can see we have a huge lawn. We champion having a majority of your landscaping being green because of the Going Green initiative. So to have a property that has been nurtured with that thought in mind, you can see that everything is so well taken care of. It's so green. We have our landscape statues here. Oh, I can see that this was decorated for Christmas. What a great idea. You could do that if you live here. Oh, I'm just enjoying this so much under the beautiful sky. And you can see we also have multiple sitting areas. So we have one right by the waterfall, but we also have some more right over on this side. I'm gonna get a closer look at this leopard under the tree. The placement is perfect. The shade is so cooling. I could easily see myself sitting in a place like this on a hot day like this one, just enjoying the serenity of my surroundings. It is a wonder. It is so stunning. I feel like I could spend the rest of my day here. And you can see even in the design of the seats, they've been done in such a way to ensure that it still blends into the environment. And this is a space where actually, if you felt like moving your stuff around, it's so easy because there's so much room here. Oh, look at the landscape features. Look at these. Oh, that is so cute. That is so cute. We have more of these, just adding character to the property. And now we are now approaching the structure. Let me go back on the path. You can see if you don't want to step on your grass, you have this beautiful path leading you directly to the gazebo. So here we have a spacious gazebo designed in a very similar way to the main house. So all the structures look like they belong on the same property. I can say we also have a little section here for sitting outside because you know gazebos tend to be entertainment areas, so you do want to fit as many people here as possible. And then right on the other side we have even more. We love a multifunctional structure or space. So over on this side is where you're going to get the nyama choma, the preparation. So not only do we have the area to actually choma nyama, we have the boiling section because you know sometimes you want to have that boiled soup. You can do that right in here, and then this is the main area where you'd come and choma nyama. We even have some curing stations so you can hang your meat there if you're an avid curer of meats and delicious meats. But you can see each and every one of these corners is really lush and is very well taken care of. You may notice as I'm going through that we're not opening any doors, we're not going inside. So the client is still living in this property and we don't want to invade their privacy. So for today we'll show you all the landscape and we'll definitely be back to show you the inside of all these structures I'm talking about. So for today it's just to enjoy it. Look at the landscape lighting. Like, I want you guys to try and imagine when the sun is gone and the landscape lighting comes on, this place is just going to feel even more magical. We have birds of paradise. I am enjoying discovering all these plants, and you can see how they're also encroaching on the main structure here at the entrance with pots placed in very deliberate areas. So now we are heading to the next structure. This is where you have your indoor garage. So with all that extra parking space, you even have more in here for those cars that you just want to be indoors. There's some cars you're okay with parking outside and some that you're okay with parking inside, and this would be the perfect area for that. Now when you're continuing, we have a structure that holds 2 guest quarters. So they're both en suite. And then we also have an outdoor kitchen right down here and a home gym. So you can see that this entire structure is a space that is going to be very useful for you and your guests and your loved ones. But I'm sure when you're buying a dream home like this one, you definitely want to bring as many of the people that you love together. So this is a perfect addition to this property. And as we're going through the outside of this property, I want you guys to just pay keen attention to how well taken care of it is. You can tell that this house has been handled with a lot of love. Personally, I feel like I could move straight in just as it is. But as I said, if you're an avid watcher of Fine Urban and you're like, I love the house, but I would want that fine urban touch, we're here for you. We'll be more than happy to come and rejuvenate this gorgeous house for you. So we also have a laundry area here. We have another one in the back, so work is always moving. And you can see here we have the hanging lines, but now we're heading to the section at the back of the house. And oh my goodness, let's actually go this way. We have one of the lounge areas that is attached directly to the house. So from my understanding, when you're inside the house, this connects into the living room. So you can see it has a shade. We have a chandelier up there. The design is really beautiful. It is such a gorgeous indoor-outdoor space. So we have multiple pillars all around the house. And I can see, guys, don't you need to say it at this point, molding? I can see how if you buy this house And you call fine urban, oh, we would have a field day. But they're just such an incredible feature to even be on this house. And now we can go back to nature and greenery. You guys, this is truly a dream come true. It's not every day you get to tour a house that has been built with such care, and there's been so much consideration for nature, and you can see the sense of community that could happen here. Like, if people could be at the front of the house on the lawn, they could be back here. Everyone is on the grass, under the sun. If you want shade, there's plenty of trees, there's plenty of lounge areas. Like, it really does feel like all your worries would 100% go away if you lived in a house like this. It is gorgeous, and it feels, even just looking at it from all angles, the materials that have been chosen, the colors, the textures, it feels like it has heritage. So you'll really feel like you've bought into something that has come from a lineage that has great, great heritage. It's a gorgeous house. I can't wait to be back to show you guys the inside. But let's continue. We still have so much more to see out here. I'm going to continue frolicking in the grass and discover more trees and plants and flowers. So there's a couple of steps over on this side. So you can actually access the backyard through these steps. You can see that the parking shade that we were looking at earlier. So you could just come directly down the stairs and then you end up in this area. So you would come and go back the way we just came. There's such a light breeze. Can you guys hear the birds? That is always such a fantastic sign when even the birds are like, yes, this is exactly where we want to be. Oh, shall we go to the pool? I think it's time to go to the swimming pool. So let's go. We're continuing to follow these beautiful pathways. I am walking beneath the most beautiful canopy of live plants. I love that design because it just gives you the essence that you're actually, I know I've said paradise like a million times, but that's what it feels. Every time you cross a certain entry, you're like, oh my gosh, it just keeps getting better and better and better. So after we walked under that, we continue following this wonderful pathway. Look at that. That is not real bamboo, but the fact that the craftsmanship has been made to continue that natural feel is something to really appreciate. But here we go. Welcome to the pool area. This is where you'd find me. I'd just be in the little jacuzzi section. Oh my God. Is this an infinity pool? Oh my gosh. This is an infinity pool. Oh wow. The water actually flows out. Oh my goodness, this is so wonderful. I am half tempted. I'm half tempted to just, I mean, what's the worst that could happen, right? If I just hopped in right now, what's the worst that could happen? Let me finish my job first, and then we'll see if I'm going to be that daredevil. But this pool has multiple areas where you can sit and lounge, relax, have your pina coladas. For me, it will just be like a soda or something. Some cold water as you dip in. It really does feel like a resort as well. It just feels like it's incredible. The water is glistening. The sound of the running water is fantastic. And the fact that it is nestled in all this nature just adds to that relaxing experience. We all know we've been to pools where it's like, there's buildings around. You don't really feel like it's private. But here, it really does feel like you have gone somewhere to the coast and you're in a really fancy resort and you're in your own little world. But let's continue. We have so much more to see and discover. So this is the main big area of the backyard. This is where the kids would come out and play football. I have a memory of my dad playing football with my nephews on a lawn quite like this one, but we had to go really far away to find a place like that that felt peaceful enough where they could do that. But imagine having that in your own backyard, and look at the trees, look at the plants, look at the bushes. It is so serene. Like, I can't describe. Sometimes you walk into a space and you're like, there's a sudden sense of calm that has just washed over me. And I can't quite explain it, but it is just a feeling, it is a sensation. And this is the key. This is what we want. When Fine Urban is talking about the Going Green initiative, these are the kind of spaces and experiences we want to create for everybody. It is indescribable being able to walk onto a property where someone has already done all that work for you. All you have to do is just maintain it. That is a steal. Honestly, it is absolutely a steal. So I'm really appreciating the fact that I can't even guess how old this tree is. I can't even, but I can guarantee it's an old tree. It's probably been here longer than the house is here. Can I kick a ball around? Maybe. Am I going to try and do that today in my high heels? Definitely not. But you can see the vision of how this lawn would just be such a great place for the kids to run around and play hide and seek, play football, just roll around with no care, with no worries in the world. And that could also be your experience. Guys, remember,